There is this ritual that I do every time before I start my work, before I start making art, or before I start pretty much anything. I set intentions. I noticed whenever I do that, that's the way it's gonna flow. Hi, my name is Aziza. I'm an artist and currently I am preparing for my solo show at St. George Museum of Art here in Utah. And today I invite you to my studio where I'm gonna be working on my first piece from this Negredo season. My intention is letting go of control so the process unfolds the way it needs to unfold. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. You know the feeling when you are like so hyped up and like so excited about doing a thing, and now you're doing it and you're like, because of the excitement, your excitement is actually kind of like gets on the way. So that's what's happening with me right now. And I just want to take a deep breath in. And out. Perfect. So the way I'm gonna approach it today, I just wanna lay it out to see how it's wanna unfold, because I have like lots of different textures here, and before I put it all together, glue it all together, it would be nice for me to make sure that everything is aligning. Let's go, baby. How do you wanna unfold? How do you wanna come together? I wonder. I have these pieces from burnt forest with different textures. Different energies. What I like about this is the variety of texture. Because it's like it's all collected from different trees. How about this type of logs? Oh, yes. All right. So for now, I'm just like letting it lay and unfold. I don't necessarily have a specific system. I'm just saying like what looks best. Doing this work is like a transformation for me, because the way I used to do art before was like pre-planning everything, pre-conceptualizing everything, like having the measures down, you know. And there is a beauty of working that way, you know. The beauty is that you are super intentional and you are, you know, going and like achieving and making your vision come to true. So what I noticed about working like that Um, that's like very Capricorn way of working, you know, systemizing things, planning things out, and like just going for it, achieving that vision, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, partially the way I organized everything is like that, but I'm letting the artwork itself to unfold the way it wants to unfold. With this specific projects, with this specific art series, my whole intention is letting the process unfold, letting the process show me the way, letting the process speak to me, letting the process change me. And you know, when you are in control of the process, you're not really letting the process guide you. And here, right, with this work specifically, I want the process to guide me. It's like doing that inner work, right? Especially when it comes to the Nigredo stage. Nigredo stage, that is the stage where you, for the first time, right? For the first time, you kind of meet with your shadow. You meet with your part of yourself. So for me, if even my voice is like trembling when talking about it, like my shadow self. My shadow self is oftentimes afraid, right? Like I realized all of my triggers come from the deep-rooted fear of expressing my voice, a deep-rooted fear of letting my voice out. And I think that really comes from like my I don't know if I want to go really deep in there, but why not? You know, I'm gonna let my heart out. I'm gonna invite you to my process, and at the same time, I'm gonna invite you to my world. Because you probably wonder, what the hell is she doing? Why? Why is she exploring fear? Right? That question I ask myself. I mean, like, why not? Why not? Because, okay, I felt like I'm realizing it's challenging for me to speak about some things. But I'm gonna try, you know, because this is what it's all about. It's about sharing my voice, sharing my heart with you. And honestly, this whole entire process, this whole entire journey for me is about overcoming my fears of sharing my voice, about overcoming my fears. I don't want to say overcoming because that has different energy. I want to say working with my fears. Okay? When you work, it's more like the energy of working with someone. It's like you're working towards something, improving something, right? And fear is like a human emotion. Fear is a human emotion that was given to us humans for a reason, right? We can't just reject it and being like, oh, I'm like, fear. No, right? Fear is a signal. Fear is a signal that something is happening something is making you small, something makes you contract. See, fear is like a signal, and once you learn to recognize your fear signals, you're like, okay, looks like I'm afraid to let my voice out, looks like I'm afraid to share my heart out. What would be the reason? And you start questioning it, and then you start working with it, and then you go really deep down and asking yourself, like, why are you afraid of expressing yourself? Why are you afraid of your own creativity? Why are you afraid of your own power? And it's like a trail. You walk through the trail and it takes you to the root of your problem, and suddenly you work through it, right? You work with your fear. It's like your partner, right? Like you work through it, but like, this is the root. For me, it was, and I feel like it still is, that I come from the different culture. My mother tongue is different. And I have these fears of being misunderstood. I have these fears of letting my voice out, and that message being misunderstood, right? Like, it happened to me lots of times here, especially when I first came to America, because like, it's different culture, right? And because of the cultural shock, realizing that people here don't really understand me. I don't want to say that because that's a limiting belief, okay? But like, in a sense, you know what I mean, right? When you come from different culture to the different culture, and like, you talk about the same things, and it's like, it's wired differently in different cultures. But then I go deeper and deeper, but there is a beauty about having different cultures, right? There is a beauty in different perspectives. There is a beauty in understanding things differently, right? There is a beauty. There is a beauty in different language. There is a beauty in different cultures. Every culture brings its own. Every culture, every language brings its own perspective. Right? And instead of letting it stop me, being like, oh, I'm afraid that they wouldn't understand my culture, the perspective shift here for me was, yes, accepting that I'm in different culture, and I come from a different culture, from different land, from different language, from different roots, right? But that could be my strength. That could be my strength to bring in the new perspectives and to understand the perspectives that are here, American perspective, right? And then do this multicultural work, cross-disciplinary, multicultural, cross-cultural. I like that word. That word really syncs with me. All right, so I kind of piled up everything here. I went down with my first initial reaction, just piling everything up the way the shape is taking. What I like about it, that it looks like mountains, right? It looks like hills. And this is the landscape. Okay. I like the idea of creating the landscape with the tree barks. Let's shake things up. Let's move things up. kind of puzzling it. Kind of like dispersed. The last time I just put it horizontally because, you know, the horizontal pieces, that's how they talk to me. But this time we are gonna change things up, shift things up. I feel like this whole series is gonna be about revealing my deepest fears and working through them. And through doing this work, alchemizing my fears, alchemizing, alchemy. Today I feel like I'm in very good spirits. Good things are happening in my life. It's so funny that such topic as fear, right? Such a contracting topic makes me expand. And that all happened because of my mindset shifts. It's all, when it comes to, I feel like everything, it's all about mindset shifts. It's like the way you shift your mind is so powerful, can be really powerful. And so, as a Capricorn girly, it oftentimes comes really hard for me because, you know, I like stability. I have 5 planets in Capricorn, and so it takes for me time to shift how my brain works. But once I shift, right, once I shift, everything in my life shifts. Today, my goal is trying out different options and see which way looks the best, feels the best. Do I like it? Do I like it? Does this speak to me? What is the story when it's a circle like this? What is the energetic story? Top camera is not responding anymore. It's not working. The process tells me that it's a good progress for today. Thank you for witnessing it. Thank you for coming along. And I'm gonna be posting more every day up until the solstice. Don't forget to check out my other videos where I go into the forest collecting my materials, or where I do my research